Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Cole. I'm a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery. Today is our Gratitude Tuesday meeting. I have an article here by mindful.org, and it says how to make gratitude a daily habit. In my personal opinion, gratitude can go a long way. So it says how to make gratitude a daily habit. It's easy to focus on what we want rather than what we have. But when we shift our awareness to the present moment, we begin finding moments of gratitude in everyday life. We tend to talk about gratitude as a way of expressing thanks for a meal, an event, or an act of kindness. Following the lead of researchers in the field of positivity psychological, the definition of gratitude is a little more broad. We define gratitude as the conscious appreciation of any aspect of our life experience. It is wonder, it is appreciation, is looking at the bright side of a setback. It is for foaming abundance, it is thanking someone in your life. It is counting blessings, it is savoring, it is not taking things for granted. It is coping, it is present oriented. Gratitude is one of the easiest ways to shift our set point driven state of mind. 15 seconds of savoring something you are grateful for can be transformative. It can broaden your perspective on life, turn problems into possibilities, and irritation into curiosity. The challenge and real benefit comes from training the skill to become second nature to that you're naturally savoring gratitude throughout the day. So I like it's like practicing gratitude. It's just like it doesn't happen like overnight. This is what basically I'm getting through some of this article here. Like it says counting blessings, savoring moments, being present. Practicing them kind of things can be enhancing your gratitude throughout the day, and practicing that throughout your daily life. It says, gratitude is one of the easiest ways to shift your set point driven state of mind. I already read that. Jack, a former family business owner and executive coach, describes a lifelong negative pattern of behavior that changed when he developed a daily habit of gratitude. I focus on the specks on the wall of my life, things that I didn't have, cooler job, bigger house, or wanted more of money, power. I was keeping score in a game that didn't add up to what I really valued in life. My family, close connections with friends, and a job that was aligned with my purpose. I began to notice how often I focused on mostly the negative stuff. I developed a daily habit of gratitude and started keeping a gratitude journal. Now, when I begin to think about the specs, I shift to gratitude and it completely changes my day. My best move through it is to extend the feeling of gratitude and savor these moments by closing my eyes and taking a deep breath. It is a transform my life. We all have our own vision of Jack's specks on the wall. Without gratitude, we focus on life's imperfections. In fact, they often become all these we can see. Gratitude gives us a wider perspective. We may see the imperfections, but we also recognize the blessings that surround them. So just like focus on the negativity, what we don't have, or what we want, more money, more this, more that, and have more appreciation for the things we do have. Not really focus on the things we don't have. And that's another way of practicing gratitude, is, being present in the moment and savoring the moments with our families or friends, and enjoying life, what we do have. And life is short, so you have to enjoy what you do have. So this is Ram Dass, a former Harvard psychologist and an acclaimed spiritual teacher, uses the analogy of a picture of the sky to illustrate this shift of perspective. According to Dass, if you have a photograph of the sky that is zoomed in on a small gray cloud, that's all you can see. I like that. Everything looks dark and colorless, but you But if you zoom out and see the sky for a larger perspective, you begin to see that the cloud is surrounded by blue sky. That's the kind of shift in perspective that you can access through gratitude. I love that analogy. I like that. It really hit when he said that. Focus on that little dark spot, and not seeing the bigger, broader perspective of the sky can really damper your whole well-being. Looking at the big picture, I like that. And it says gratitude and the brain. Thanks to advance in neuroscience and positive psychology, we now have the scientific evidence to show that practicing gratitude holds a wide range of benefits. In regards to your emotional and physical well-being, gratitude diminishes anxiety, depression, and other signs of psychological unease, while simultaneously cultivating appreciation and contentment. How does gratitude work? Well, according to Rick Hanson, an expert on positive neurological, the brain is the Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones. Traumatic experiences, car accidents, heartbreak, or intense fear carve deep grooves in the neural structures of the brain. The brain Velcro-like attachment to bad experiences reinforces the negativity bias of the brain and ensures that we spend the bulk of our mental energy remaining on our regrets, resentments, and fears, rather than contemplating moments of bliss and these words are something else. Bear with me. Recent research, however, has endured the fact of gratitude can serve as an antidote to this negative spiral. Even though our brains are naturally attached to negative memories, gratitude allows us to amplify the positive to create more powerful and vivid memories, and it can turn a lasting change into the brain. So if you feel frustration while sitting in traffic, gratitude can help broaden the experience. You can begin to notice the changing leaves on the trees, relax into your breath, or use delay as an opportunity to really listen to your favorite music or audiobook. In fact, research conducted the Barbara Fredrickson, a psychologist at the University of North Carolina, has shown that gratitude broadens and builds the brain's capacity to every outcome. Negative emotional states, in the absence of gratitude, the mind closes it on a small handful of possibilities. Gratitude expands the field by widening the area of the thoughts and actions that come to mind. For example, if you feel frustration while sitting in traffic, gratitude can help broaden your experience. You can begin to notice the changing leaves on the trees, relax into the breath, or use delay an opportunity to really listen to your favorite music or audiobook. Can I just read that? Oh, that's another part of it. This is this shift merely psychological evidence for neuroscience suggests that the effects of the practice extends deep into the neural pathways of the brain. Dr. Richie Davidson, neuroscience researcher, notes for everything we know about the brain, curiosity underlying these components is a good bet that well-being therapy, the expression of gratitude for self and others, strengthens the prefrontal cortex. Okay. So this is like some of the researchers, and they go into like the brain capacity, all that stuff like that. So and talks about like gratitude can lessen anxiety, depression, can make you physically feel better, spiritually feel better. So it's mental, physical, spiritual, like, if you express gratitude and practice gratitude, that can help with those issues. Um, and here's some of the says 4 ways gratitude contributes to your well-being. As psychologists continue to explore the causal mechanisms beyond gratitude, one thing is clear: gratitude offers extensive benefits of well-being, including: one, increased optimism. Research demonstrates that the practice correlates to an increase in the experience of positive emotions and reduction of negative ones. Two, reduce stress and anxiety in times of crisis. In studies following the September 11 attacks of the World Trade Center and elsewhere, Ferguson found that the practice of gratitude diminishes the intensity of frequency of traumatic memories. Three, enhance physical health. Gratitude helps lower blood pressure and the quality of sleep. Researchers have found that practicing gratitude will get more sleep, fall asleep more easily, and feel better when we wake up. So we're just talking about that, the mental, physical, and spiritual. Improved relationships. Robert Emmons and Michael Nicole theorized that the gratitude within relationships can create a kind of upward spiral. As we become more grateful for our friends and family, we treat them with more kindness and respect. So practicing gratitude can help our relationships. And I know that's true. Instead of, what's the difference between gratitude and thankfulness? Thankfulness is more of saying you're thankful and thank you, stuff like that. And gratitude is more of showing, it's more of an action. And it's the 4 ways of gratitude contributes to your well-being. It says reduce stress, anxiety, and crisis, and trauma. And I dealt with a lot of these myself, and I can concur that being grateful that some of these things has passed and I have dealt with, and maybe on the other side, I had more appreciation for life, some more gratitude. Next is a daily practice to help me gratitude a habit. The key to making gratitude a habit is simply taking the time once a day to focus on an experience of gratitude. You might do this by writing down 3 things that you are grateful for, or by expressing gratitude at the beginning of a meal. Whichever technique you use, here are a few tips to help you make the most of this practice. Get your friends and family involved. And each person say what they are grateful for at the start of the meal. This will reinforce the experience and help everyone experience gratitude. I like that. Remember to do it. Like all well-being habits, the most difficult part of the gratitude practice is remembering to do it. We recommend 2 strategies. First, as mentioned above, get your family and friends involved. When you sit down to eat, each of you will help one another remember. Second, you can use the sticker technique. Put a small sticker with gratitude written on it and in the upper corner of your placemat. This will give you a visual reminder each time you eat at home. So remembering, that's a good one. I have to remember of these practices. If I forget, then I'm not going to be consistent. When you're practicing something, you have to be consistent of what you're doing. That's very important. And it says here, don't forget to rewire. It's natural to experience gratitude in one instant and then move on to eating or whatever else you are doing in the next. Remember to introduce a subtle space after gratitude for just 15 seconds to savor the experience. And the next one is how you know it's working. In a few weeks or a month, when you sit down to eat, you will express and savor your gratitude for the day automatically. You will also start to notice the experience of gratitude becomes more frequent in the rest of your life. Next one, find a cue that works for you. We strongly recommend meals because they often involve social situations in which you can share your gratitude practice with others. But if this cue doesn't work for you, pick some other regularly repeated daily event. Waking up, going to bed, or starting your computer at the beginning of the day. The key is to keep your cue consistent. We're just talking about that. Be consistent with it. The last one says go deeper. If you have mastered the practice of expressing gratitude at each meal, then you feel free to begin building an advanced cue into your daily life. For instance, phone calls. Whenever you receive a phone call, rather than picking it up immediately, listen to at least 2 rings while thinking of one thing you are grateful for, and then answer the call as you savor the experience. You will find the practice more difficult than it sounds. When you master it, it will enable you to enter each phone conversation with a feeling of deep appreciation. I actually like this article here. Um, like I said, I think gratitude, it can go a long way, and it takes practice. It doesn't happen overnight. And this give you a few tips, before dinner, or when you wake up. Um, there's different ways you can go about it, but like that daily practice and try to put it in your routine of life. I think it talks about helping with sleep, anxiety, depression, your physical, your mental. Just practicing gratitude can really help you in a lot of ways, which we don't think sometimes. Like, how is this going to help me with this, or whatever I'm going through? And, try it. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you don't try, then you're not going to find out, right? And that goes for me as well. So yeah, if you like this article and if you want to find it, it's at mindful.org.com, or no, mindful.org. So yeah, I want to keep this for me as well, and I'll put this in my folder, and maybe I can start practicing some of this as well. Just taking a few minutes out of your day, to it says savor, savor some of the moments, can help you, get you through the moment, get you throughout the day. I think this is a very good article here. So that is it for today. My name is Cole. I'm a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery. You guys are more than welcome to come in, say hi, or we can go over some of these IPs here. So until next time, I'll see you later.